Do the intro. I didn't do the intro.
You don't drop a verse or what?
No, we were just talking.
Oh, yeah.
We just jumped right into
right.
it.
Exactly.
It's the director's cut.
Yeah.
So I'll walk away from this shit and record it and be like, hey, let me know how it comes out.
You should just have like a template and be like, on today's show, we have fill in blank. Like a puppet that looks like you and shit.
Oh, see?
Yo, you got some shit on your lip.
You got
Nah,
from the 818, representing Los Angeles.
I'm Long Beach now.
Motherfucker had to cut me off, cut.
My bad. Yo, what's good? It's the best you never heard. Destruct. Rocking here with my peoples, direct shooters. Keeping it all in that frame. You smell me? Blow.
You are now tuned in to Direct Shooters, the newest podcast out. Hey, yo, shoot that shit.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Direct Shooters, where you bring together directors, entrepreneurs, and more. Hear their story and how they're creating content to keep growing their business. Yo, before we get into it, shout out to my boys at Hungry Hustlers, supporting the gear, man. Y'all want to go tap in with them, Hungry Hustlers, man. Appreciate you sponsoring this. Tap in with my boy D. On today's episode, man, I got an artist moving into directing. My boy's been doing things for a long, long time. As long as I've known him, we got the rebel-minded man himself, Destruct.
What up, my G?
What's up, brother?
You ain't know.
How you feeling today?
Beautiful, dog.
That's right.
We here.
Good to hear from you, man. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, this motherfucking made me go eat Albertos and shit. Motherfucking fool as fuck.
Memories,
now, dog.
bro. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I see so many wannabes, bro. I see Alfredos. I see another one called Alberto Fredos. The same logo, same font. I'm like, man, this Alberto's the OG.
They don't even know.
Remember getting the tortas at like 2 a.m. and shit, bro. Memories,
Remember
bro.
that shit?
Memories, dog.
In Chino up.
In Chino, dog.
Fuck.
Memories,
That's
dude.
some good times right there, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so let the people know, your name and what you about, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. I say the best you never heard for a reason. I rep for the underdogs. I rep for those that, have a voice but ain't really heard. That really, when you got to really go digging for that diamond in the rough. That's pretty much my whole aura of what I bring to this culture. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the scene since 2007 and never looked back. And now traveling and moving in this filming lane, which I never expected to be in, has been fucking awesome, dog. You always knew me as the movie buff, so it made sense for that to translate into my work, because I live for the arts. And every time I looked at movies, I looked at it for more than just entertainment purposes. Like I noticed the angles, you know what I'm saying, the way the shit was lit, you know what I mean? Is it a tight shot? Is it a widescreen shot? Like, it's just something that always I gravitated to. Yeah. So I think that's why when I started getting behind the lens, it just became second nature. The same way when I got behind the mic, like when you just feel it, you don't even got to second guess it. You just let that shit flow.
Just let it run.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, been in the scene since 2007, put out over 30 damn projects, about to drop my next vinyl with my brother DJ Zoe, my second vinyl officially, and I just feel like I'm back like I never left,
Nice.
And the filming just adds another stream of revenue to the hustle and another form of inspiration and helping ultimately bring other people's vision to life. Shit is beautiful.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a minute, bro. 2007 seems like not that long ago because time just goes by so fast.
Right.
But man, we known each other for a long ass time. Yeah. And you've always been a hustler, you know what I mean? The first time I seen you performing at the House of Blues with Miracle Group, I think it was with Abel and all that.
Yeah, Inner City Soul. Shout out to Abel though from Quinto Soul, but Inner City Soul is my band, and yeah, I appreciate that. And it's crazy you brought that up. Yeah. We had like old school breakdancers. Remember one fool, tall as shit. I think his name was Mosquito. He made
Mosquito.
the crowd part like Moses did the Red Sea, and then he backflip off the stage, breakdancing.
Yeah.
Crazy times, man.
That's crazy. And so that's just as far. And you were young back then, bro, because people don't know. Like, to me, you're the little homie because I'm a little older.
The
you know
little
what I'm
big
saying?
homie, yeah.
Little big homie. And you've been putting in work for a really long time. I want to say I known you before you even 21, bro.
Yeah, man. No, I jumped in the scene before I was even 18 when they had to give me a fat ass X on my hand, like CM Punk style, for me to get in the club, just for me to rock and get out. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro. Just to say, like, the growth and everything that you've gone through and the stuff that you've been through, like you said, 30 projects?
30 plus projects. Almost as much as my damn age. It's crazy.
And it's not only projects, but it's quality projects, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Like real shit. Like
it ain't the toot the horn. It's just every project represents a different moment in time, a different style, different producers from around the world. So I appreciate you taking note of that,
Yeah, for sure. And, we got to give credit where credit's due. EQ, right?
Shout out to my brother EQ, man. Right. Flacco for life. You already know.
Right? EQ was a big guy behind the scenes, right?
Absolutely. He's the Dr. Dre of the underground. Still kicking. Got a couple toes amputated, but still kicking. You know what I'm saying? He's still kicking.
Still knocking that drum.
Still knocking.
That's right. Good for him, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good, man. It's great to see you keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise,
and now you're taking it into the production side.
Yes, sir.
Which is a big reason why I wanted to bring you on here because, as entrepreneurs, which you are, right? You're doing your own hustle. You got your day job, right? You got a day job.
I would say night job,
Night job.
part time. But this is the full time. Always, music is always my full time,
Yeah.
regardless of whatever income I made. Which now I'm actually eating pretty good thanks to the film and adding to the mix.
For sure.
But of course, as long as that revenue keeps generating, we live.
And that's what I say too. Like I tell people, like don't be ashamed of any kind of job you do, whatever way you generate income, whether it's 9 to 5 or whatever, because that's gonna benefit. That's gonna support your craft,
Exactly.
and your dreams. You know what I'm
Reinvest
saying?
in it. People are afraid to invest in the craft. That's
Exactly.
something I think gets lost in the mix, dog.
Yep.
Is you thinking you just gonna live off handouts and cosigns? Nah, bro. You want shit done right? Do it on your own damn 2 feet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, cosigns. Yeah, you really can't live off of that. I mean, I work with big people's, big artists, small artists, all kinds, bro. And I'm still in the trenches.
Yeah, but none of that takes away from what you established on your own 2 feet, bro.
For sure.
Nowadays, we in a clout chasing heavy kind of era, and I'm just like, okay, but take that away. What can you represent on your own? You know what I mean? That's why at the end of the day, nothing can take anything away from what the fuck we've done, what we contributed, and more importantly, the food that we put on our families' plates. Ain't no one taking that shit away from us. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. All the hustle and work, it just keep benefiting,
That
for
part.
you and your team and
That
shit.
part. And you can relate, bro. We met through the music.
Yeah.
And now to see you angle like this shit from different perspectives and killing it behind the lens, like I look at you as inspiration, fam. So
No, I
like even
appreciate
just
that.
you giving me an opportunity to speak my piece on it. And mind you, we gonna get into later how I film and the shade people try to
Definitely.
throw about that. But I'm like, man, at the end of the day, don't matter what you use, it's how you use it. And
No,
the
for
quality is
sure.
gonna speak for itself. And that goes from the music to the production to the shows we throw and everything in between. To the women we have in our life. The qualities. Shout out to the ladies.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But Queen holding me down. But the quality speaks for itself. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right. So what made you want to make that transition?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The more I got into just my journeys as an MC and as an artist and as executive producing and running my own stew, when it came to the filming shit, unfortunately, I started realizing that some of these directors are more diva than fucking artists. Excuse my French. And I almost felt like they were holding my work hostage. And I'm like, damn, like I gotta bite my tongue just to get my shit out. Like, that just didn't feel right. You know what I
Real
mean?
shit.
And on top of that, they would kind of break my balls in case I wanted extra edits. And mind you, I'm paying them good dough. Like I'm all, me, I've always been about my business,
Yeah.
and I'm always down to give people their worth and give credit where credit is due.
For sure.
But when I'm feeling this like low key level of, I don't want to say disrespect, but when I'm feeling this negative vibes and they just being difficult for no reason, and I'm thinking, yo, is this how you handle business with all your clients, or is it something personal you got with me? Like what's going on here? So ultimately, I just
I can really relate to that.
you feel me, bro? Like energy is everything. That's my
sure.
motto for everything in life. Energy is everything. And if that shit ain't feeling
For sure.
right, I'll be honest, once the respect is gone, I don't even acknowledge his existence. And that applies to everything in life. So I was like, you know what? Ironically, I learned this from people that I lost respect for. I'm like, I'm gonna do this my goddamn self.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people make movies and award-winning videos off just using their damn phones. So I'm like, you know what, man? Let me put this to the test.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was my first time going to New York, right?
Okay.
And a lot of things was hitting me at once, man. One of my good friends just passed away. Mom's just surviving cancer for the second time. Tumor out her neck. Like a lot of shit was hitting me from different angles, right? And at the same time, ironically, I was in New York with the editor and director I had a falling out with. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm making some moves here. I'm gonna just do this my goddamn self, man. I was like, you know what? Told my girl at the time, I was like, you know what? We didn't even have a steady cam and nothing. I was like, I'm just gonna follow what I do.
handheld
Keep
it.
your shit steady as fuck. And I banged out 2 vids out there. One was with the OG Rusty Jugs from the Duck Down family. You know what I'm saying?
I think I seen that.
That was one of my first vids. And then the other one I was at Empire State Building, fucking Statue of Liberty, just, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking Times Square in the thick of NY.
Sick.
Capturing that moment. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do this. This is before I even invested in the Steadicam.
How long ago was this?
This was, I want to say, late 2020, early 2021. So like in the height, in the beginning of the whole COVID bullshit, or just right when it, you know what I'm saying? Right, was in the middle of it.
Got you.
So that was all the inspiration I needed. I was like, yo, this shit looks actually pretty dope. Found an editor that could help me piece it together. And I was like, yo, man, I really feel like this could go. I think I could do this. I think I could save all the bullshit and just anxiety and negative energy from working with these diva-ass directors. I was like, you know what? I think I could do this myself, and at the same time provide a whole nother hustle for my peoples and start a whole new clientele base.
Man.
And also get shit done when I need to get it done. You want to get shit done right, you got to do it your goddamn self.
No, for sure. I mean, at the point where I'm at right now, it gets heavy. doing
You
it
know?
all on your own.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? But that was actually a familiar story, bro, because that's exactly how I started.
Yeah.
Yeah, dealing with whack ass directors,
Right.
And like
it's like-
not making it harder than it has to be. It ain't
don't-
got to
it
be
don't-
that
it
hard.
don't. This music shit's supposed to be fun, bro. Ain't supposed to feel any kind of animosity or negativity. I'm like, why are we going through this?
Exactly, especially when you're paying.
Right? Especially when you're
It's
paying.
like
So
when
I was
you're
like, you know
paying,
what?
it's like-
right? So fuck all that noise. Let's
Yeah.
get back to the music. I'm gonna invest in myself
For sure.
and make sure I'm gonna get this done right. And like I said, for me being a movie buff and just being hip to just
You already on
seeing,
it.
right? Just seeing
know-
the science that goes behind the scene.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just apply that and add it to my vision, and hopefully I can create my own style to this shit. You know?
Well, the thing is, you are already a director without even being behind the lens. Because when you're shooting music videos, you have an idea for your video,
That part.
right? So
Yeah.
you're already going into a video. That's the way I approach every music video. How would I want it to look?
Yeah.
How would I want to be portrayed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a different face in front of the camera.
Well said.
So I just
It's a different canvas we're about to paint on.
that's
you know what
it,
I'm
bro. So it's like I look at it like if this was my music video, what would it be like?
Exactly.
What angles would I hit?
And to keep it a buck, bro, all of it is by feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Half the time, I'm gonna be real. I don't really storyboard. Sometimes a location scout.
You will
So-
one day. You will.
I'm sure I will. I'm
Yeah.
sure I will.
Yeah.
And I've had before with other directors, but a lot of times I'm just so used to kind of making the most of my environment and already picking it up. It's
Yeah.
almost like how graffiti artists can know
For sure.
exactly where to bomb the shot. I know exactly where to set up
Or
the
you
shot.
doing the running guns?
Exactly. I kind of,
Yeah.
but it becomes so second nature
Yeah.
that I can work more with less. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with music, bro. Like I don't have to overthink it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On the approach, it just if it feels natural, I'm gonna just roll with it. And sometimes the minor imperfections make us as great as we are. Like real
No, for
talk,
sure.
and we
Well,
always gonna do better.
Well, it's a learning process.
Exactly. We can
gonna-
always improve. Is
For sure.
What I ultimately learned is more you procrastinate, more shit don't happen. That's why I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this music thing. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna do this filming. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw my own shows, and everything has been amazing and successful in its own lane. That's why I was like, you know what? I want this to be its own thing. That's why I came up with Resident People. I just thought it was something that was dope. Even though I've been doing this on a local tip,
Yeah.
being blessed to film in New York, Chicago, Florida, and Brazil. I just like the title. Plus, it reminded me of Resident Evil video
Yeah,
game. But I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, we good vibes here. We the Resident People.
Resident People.
So it ain't just Destruct Films and this and that. Like
Yeah.
it's my own thing. Same thing with shows. It's rebel-minded music. It ain't
Yeah.
just or my studio, Area 52. Everything has its own lane, its own brand, its own LLC type movement. You know what it is. Just like you with
Nice.
Yellow Tape.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And you know, your Ahzel movement, your Audio Assassins movement, and everything else. You know?
Yeah. You kind of throw shit at it, see what sticks. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
See how it works.
Exactly.
But I mean, the good thing about shooting on a phone is it's easy transportation.
That part.
You ain't got to take no backpack. You
Dog.
ain't got to worry about your lenses.
And it's
You
more low-key.
Literally carry this shit in your pocket.
And it's more low
and
key.
move.
And it's more
Super low key because when I pull up, I shot a couple of music videos with my boy Cash, and we'll pull up to a fancy ass hotel, rigged up, doing the whole nine, and they're like, "Hey, what do you guys? You can't shoot
yeah,
here."
permit this, permit that.
Exactly, bro.
But with the
But if you pull up with a phone,
right? Oh, we're just taking photos. We're just tourists.
Yeah,
no hablo
yeah.
inglés. Picture, you know?
yeah, so you're ahead of the game on that.
Oh yeah, you'll see, bro. With the first vid,
Yeah.
you know, we filmed at Dodger Stadium, and you know they're not too like crazy or ain't no about you
Yeah.
know how you filming, but
But if you came in with a red,
yeah, I'm sure they
If
would
you
say
came in with-
something. So, but the fact that we were low key and all I
Yeah.
had was my gimbal and my phone, my Steadicam, like it was.
They
it was
weren't
chill.
tripping.
Weren't tripping.
that's a great ass idea. Do you shoot? What do you shoot on? Right now,
I was a 12, finally upgraded to a 15.
There you
but
go.
you'll see, like
Did you
with
trade
the
the
blue
12
vid-
in, or you still got 12?
absolutely,
Yeah.
but damn near paid off the 15 and shit.
There you go.
And yeah, a little DJI gimbal, best
Okay.
you know $120 I've invested, and it just takes shit to a whole nother level, man.
Have you? Do you edit all your stuff, or you have someone else?
No,
edit?
I'm blessed. Shout out to my brother Halloween Films,
Okay.
dope ass editor. I was working with different people before.
Okay.
But like I said, sometimes editors and directors be
Oh.
more diva than the artist.
Oh,
So
man.
it's a trial and tribulations. I already been through 2 editors that unfortunately things didn't work out.
Editing's a
But
bitch.
I'm grateful. It is, dude. and I make it real easy. You know,
Yeah.
I make it real easy. I break down like key shots. I
Got
time
you.
shit out. I cut out all the fluff. I make
Okay.
sure I keep it under 50 clips. Like everything's exact. Like here's the B-rolls organized. Here's the
Oh,
performance
that's good.
shots.
Yeah,
I make it real,
yeah.
make it real easy
Got a
for them,
little
bro.
foundation for them.
But unfortunately, whether they're ungrateful or big-headed or inflated egos and whatever other bullshit that comes in between in this journey as an independent artist, as soon as you get your foot in, you see who's really a part of your team. More
Yeah.
importantly, who's about their business.
Yeah.
And more importantly, who's going to really add that much more to your vision, to your business. So my brother Halloween's been killing it. He edited the second vid that we'll get into, but it's just awesome when I work with editors that they understand my flow. They understand the story I'm trying to tell. Even if it's just performance shots, they understand exactly how I'm trying to go about this, you know? Like the setups, what they see as an intro and outro is exactly what I was seeing as an intro and outro,
Got
you know?
you. And you kind of run it down for them though too. So
Yeah, to
helps
an
them
extent.
out.
A lot of times, I'll be honest, it's like when I work with
Let 'em run.
engineers. You know, when I work with engineers for my music and we're mixing and mastering, I kind of let them do their thing. Shout out to my brother Surface and EQ, and Assume as well. But ultimately, you know, it's just a meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like working with like-minded individuals that you got to feed out the energy. Because if you do
let
shit,
them create.
Exactly. If you do shit on your own, it's kind of like you talking to yourself. So you want to work with someone that knows what they're doing, that can complement what you're doing, and you both kind of stay in your lane. And when you come together, we connect like Voltron, and it turns into something bigger.
That's
you know what I
hard.
mean?
That's hard. Which one you want to show you? I know you brought a couple videos here.
Yeah, man. Let's do the Blue one first. So I was blessed to work with Blue about 4 or 5 times, dog. Like we just been, you know, small world, smaller music world, and I just been blessed to keep meeting up with him, whether through our own interactions or me, you know, linking with other people. So this was out of, you know, he came through for a verse and a video for me for one of my next future projects. Shout out to my boy Bless One. And in return for that, we bartered, and I was like, yo, you know, I got you on the video.
Nice.
And it's a done deal. So this is a project he just put out with the homie Roy Royal. They just put out the vinyl and everything. It's called the Royal Blue. And they wanted to do 2 days at the Dodger Stadium.
Nice.
And I was like, fuck yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? What I think is cool about what we transitioned to with this video stuff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier transition because we've been in the game for a long time. Work with a gang of artists. We know a gang of artists for this and that, right? So I feel like having those connections with those people already is kind of an easier transition than I think going from directing to being a rapper.
Exactly. Because our clientele base is already built.
It's already there.
Right? We already built the infrastructure. People are like, hey, you film too? And these are homies that already know me as an artist.
Exactly.
Like, you film too? I'm like, yep. What's good?
Yeah, what's good? Exactly. I think that's why like it's so. And then obviously with the podcast thing too, my connection is wide. You know what I mean? As far as the people I've shot, the artists that I work with,
right?
You know, and things like that. So
it's all in
I think
the pot,
it's crazy
bro.
how it all fucking stirs up like that.
Exactly. It's all
wild.
in the pot. This is just more ingredients to the mix, dog. So, so the fact that
but we have to be smart enough to grow as humans to see that.
Exactly.
Because we could stay here and keep pushing our music and all that stuff. And music's my passion. I love making music. It gives me a different feeling. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
you're preaching to the choir, though.
when this right, obviously,
Yeah.
But with this right here, it's just a different.
And like I said, isn't it a whole other form of inspiration?
Yeah.
Besides a whole other revenue
Keeps you
stream,
driven.
besides the business side of it, artistically speaking, bro, like how more creative can we be and really bring this vision to life? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Besides the soundtrack, we making the visuals make sense with it too. So I love the fact, bro, that I'm filming with my fucking phone.
Yeah.
And what? I'm working with some of the greatest to ever do it. Blue, to me, is one of the illest MCs of all time. People know Below the Heavens is a fucking classic, bro.
Yeah.
And this new EP is a fucking classic, my G.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, my boy trusts me enough to be this as one of the lead singles for his new work. That's how I know no one could tell me shit, bro. The same way when I was in the booth with Sean P, God rest his soul, and said I was dope, I can care less of what anyone else has to say about what I do. Same thing with Blue. He said, yo, you put your whole foot in the ass of this video. I'm like, thank you, bro.
That's right.
And he didn't doubt me for a second. He's like, no, I've seen people film with videos before, with phones before.
Yeah.
And he's seen movies done with this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, man,
That's real shit.
the proof's in the pudding. I'm going to say it again, bro. Don't matter what you use. It's how you use it.
Nah, that part.
And the work's going to speak for itself.
Yeah. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
So kind of just describe everything going on right here.
So you can see a signature of mine is I love that pan down shot, bro.
Yeah, the pan
you
down,
notice how I
nice.
pan down? I don't know what it is. I remember a lot of movies ending like that. And I was like, you know what? It's going to be a signature of mine. I'm just going to come from the sky and just come at you and shit. You know what I mean? So one thing, you know,
This is on the 12.
this is off the 12 with the old editor. So one thing you'll see is I'm all about fluidity, bro. Like I'm not really big on tripod shit. Ironically, what's filming us now, and I get it for cinematic things and purposes like this. It makes sense, but for videos, I want the shit to live and breathe. Like I want the movements,
No, for sure.
as well as who I'm filming. Like I want everything to just live and breathe. Even when they sitting down, I want to give this shit life, bro.
But I feel like everything's a tool, right?
Exactly.
The tripod is used for certain situations.
Yeah, I'm not knocking
You
it.
have you have your tools. As you get more into this, you'll remember this.
Absolutely.
But as you go into it, after doing 100 of these,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, yo, I need to put this shit on a tripod.
Very true. Very true.
After you do 110 of these, you're gonna be like, I need to put a rig on the car.
Right.
After you know what I'm saying? I need to fly a drone.
Yeah.
I need to,
Can't
and it's
just
just
be me
gonna
out the
keep
window.
building, bro. I'm telling
Can't
you,
be
bro,
out the window
you're gonna
just
be
holding
hanging,
shit.
and your boy's gonna be holding you and shit, like
Which we done,
risky
you know what I'm
ass
saying?
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you know, right now, all due respect, you're fairly new in this shit.
Yeah.
And this is where you're at right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna as the passion that you have, you're gonna keep growing in this, and it's just
Absolutely.
gonna keep going and going and going. And you're always gonna be
Absolutely.
like, what else can we do? How else we do it?
Hey.
Now we need a big old balloon light.
Right.
Now we need a big old. You know what I'm saying?
Hence the you know what I'm saying? Hot
Real
air balloon
shit,
light.
It's elevation, bro.
Absolutely. Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Progress and consistency, those are the key words, right, bro? The same way how I didn't have shit, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, and I did my best to, you know, hold it steady without a steady cam. The same thing how that was a test.
Yeah.
So this same thing with having a steady cam and making this shit make sense. And to keep it a buck with you, even
That shit hard.
I appreciate it. To try to keep shit steady, like if I was a tripod. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
But if you hear the music, it's such a amp OG boom bap song.
Yep.
I just wanted to match the flow of this. You know what I mean?
If y'all want to go check out the music video, man, the link will be in the description. Y'all go tap in with the blue.
Nah,
Shot by
appreciate
directed
that,
by
man.
Destruct.
Appreciate that, man. So, like I said, this was with the older equipment, older editor. But as you can see, I'm still directing them. I'm like, yo, you know, walk over
Walk
here,
this,
do
do
this,
that.
sit that, you know, stand right here. You know, let me just pan to the crowd real quick. You know, hey,
For
yo,
sure.
grab your hand. You know, there's scratches. The DJ ain't here. Move your hands to the fucking camera like you scratching it yourself.
Yup.
Oh, let me get a shot of the family. So, you know, I just
All the
wanted
little B-roll and stuff.
Exactly. I always wanted to keep it natural. To me, I'm all about fluidity, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just fluidity. Look, notice little thing blue to go off his
Yeah,
name
to
and
go-
shit.
yeah,
And
Think
then
Blue.
as we pan down at the end of the video, we pan up.
Gone.
You know? So
Nice.
it's a flow. I appreciate it. It's a flow and a signature that I'm really just trying to establish, and it's just dope to see more people notice that
Yeah.
and see how I'm able to blend that in with their song and make sense of it. It's dope, bro. And like you said, it's all trial and error.
No, for
I
sure.
know I'm knocking tripods now, but I'm sure there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna need it,
I'm
as well
telling-
as GoPro mounts for the whip and
You
all
gonna-
that shit. Red cams, you know, motherfucking gels, the whole works. you
Yeah,
know?
you're going to eventually need that shit.
Right? But it feels awesome that even with the little I got OGs put enough belief in me to be like, hey, bro, let's do this. Let's make it happen.
I ain't going to lie to you. You make me want to upgrade my iPhone right now.
Hey, the 15 is business.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
just did Olivia Rodrigo's
For-
video
for-
off that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
she one of the
man.
biggest motherfucking acts out there.
But
you
I
know?
never believe shit like that. But yeah, you know.
Well, what it is they're
Because they
using-
might have like people in Apple behind the scenes, you know, trying to
No.
benefit off that kind of
They
sale.
using
And then they
state-of-the-art
have
lenses.
all these high quality editors using
Yeah.
some different shit. You know what I
they
mean?
using
So-
state-of-the-art lenses.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it might be shot off an iPhone, but it probably got a big old attachment on it or something.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I never really believe shit like that, but that right there is good enough for me as far as like just to get shit done real quick.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And-
And then be low key.
That part too.
The only
And-
thing is the night.
it is
low
tricky.
light.
It is tricky, but I will say with the 15, it definitely picks up well in low light, and
Okay.
even when it's super sunny, things don't get washed out. It's actually able to maintain the images in the fucking frame pretty clean, dude. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But as you can see with this one, definitely there's scenes I could have lit more. You know what I mean? Like I try my best to. Since I deal with a lot of natural lighting,
Yeah.
how is this really gonna make sense for the editor? And
Yeah.
you know, the ultimately overall clarity of the video. You know,
No, for sure.
For this one, we did 2 days. One was night during the game. Second one was during the day when nobody there.
Got you.
I'm surprised they let us damn near walk in like we own the place. We didn't have to pay no parking, no ticket.
That was the one at the nighttime shot.
The nighttime
When
they
it's
paid to get in. The day
Oh.
we just walked in like
Oh,
they were
yeah?
doing construction and
Oh,
they didn't.
sick.
They just let us come in. That's why you'll notice their shots were mad people.
Yeah.
And shots with just them.
True.
So it's a dope like little vice versa. Of,
How
you know
many
what I'm saying?
music videos have you shot? For not directed or anything, but
Yeah.
as an artist.
I mean, if you go to, youtube.com/DestructMC and look up my Resident People, you know what I'm saying, playlist, crazy. I just hit 38 projects, dude. I've
38?
been doing this for 3 years now, 38 projects in the mix of me just going out there. Now,
Wait, as you as an artist.
no, that's me either filmed, directed, or help put the project
shit.
together. The
This
majority of it is
Yeah.
what I film, but if not, anything that's under that playlist is what I have my hands in to make that shit even happen.
Got you.
know what I mean?
Dang, how many have you shot as an artist? Like been in?
I mean, shit, man. It's
up there.
It's 38 in total. And I want to say at least like over 25. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
almost everything in that playlist I did myself. Just fuck it. Let's do it right. We're going live. You know, we're
Well,
going to do it ourselves.
Plus the one that we did in the Bay.
Plus the one we did
When
in
we
the Bay.
went up to the Bay.
Which, you know, right? We co-directed it, you know, did that shit
Yeah.
ourselves.
So that was my first one that like, not my first music video, but one of the very first that I shot and edit.
That's awesome.
So I wanted to piece all that together as like we were doing vlog before vlog.
Yeah. Before
let's-
social media
before
was
it was a
really
thing.
popping, bro. This is like I think MySpace days before
This
Facebook was even
MySpace days,
cracking,
man,
dog.
when we did that shit.
Yeah.
And like when we went into the Bay and ran into Hieroglyphic Studio.
Yeah, we did a
Right.
show. Right, you guys did a show. It was at Club 6 in Frisco.
Yep.
And we're like, yo, we're already out here. Let's go to the Bay. Let's go to Oakland. Why
Yeah.
not? And then we made a wrong turn. I think it was off East and Second.
We were at International Street.
and
right.
and we just noticed a big old hieroglyphics fucking logo on the side of a building.
That was crazy.
Turns out that's where they did 93 Till Infinity on the other classics, and they let us in. And moment in time.
And we
bro.
noticed that after because all we seen was the graffiti on the wall. And we're
Yeah.
like, yo, that'll be dope to shoot in.
Hell yeah.
So we pulled up and then we seen the hieroglyphics logo.
Right.
And I think I said like, hey, yo, that's hieroglyphics sign right there. And
Yep.
the homeboy sitting in the front was like, this they studio.
This they studio. We're like, what?
Come on,
Come
man.
on
Stop
in.
playing. He's like, come on in, bro.
And
I'm
the
going to
fu-
find the footage for y'all, man. That's just
Yeah.
old school shit right
that
there.
was a
but
moment in time, bro. And the funny thing
That
is,
was
like,
definitely a moment.
you could tell that, you know, people noticed we were out of towners.
Yeah,
You know, they
oh,
were
for
like
sure.
dogging on every block. So the fact that this fool was in front of the Hyro Studios dogging, and he's like, oh yeah, come on in. And he just
Yeah,
his
yeah,
whole
yeah,
mood
yeah.
just changed.
Oh,
He was like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
come
yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, I was probably saying some stuff I probably shouldn't have said, but out there, Puerto Rican.
But you know what? The fact that we got a cool little, you know, like OG tour guide of
Oh.
one of the most legendary
Bro, come
groups of all
on,
time,
dude.
and to be in the booth where they
Come
did 93
on.
Till Infinity, bro. And
Hell yeah.
this is just cause
DJ Fresh.
right, we just did what any true independent artist would do is we got the fuck out our comfort zone, drove my old Infinity J30.
Yep.
I don't know how many hours, how much gas we spent just to connect the dots, you know what I'm saying, expand horizons, because that's the only way we're going to expand as artists is get out our comfort zone, fuck a 1 block radius, do a show in a different hood,
Get
and we wanted to see what else the city had to offer, the town had to offer,
Yep.
make a wrong turn and end up at the Hieroglyphic Studio, bro.
That is-
And film our
Who would have
your
known?
first video there, right?
First video, bro.
History.
And if you see, you can see the growth right there, bro. You seen what I was editing on?
And you were using a little camcorder type
I
shit,
still got
right?
that little
Was it
camcorder.
Panasonic or some shit?
Yeah, the little Sony Handycam.
That part, bro.
Little old school one, bro.
But
I had the iMovie I was editing on at the time.
trial and error. Elevation is
10,
key
20
word.
years later, we here.
We're here, bro.
That's crazy.
Got to start somewhere, right?
Yep.
Got to start somewhere.
Visually, what artists do you see visually that you inspire or you really like?
Man, I mean, shit, I come from, you know, the Hype Williams days where,
Okay.
you know, shit like Belly where it was like super, you know, over the top lighting, Bad Boys, you know, era type shit. So
Yeah.
to see that to like classic Wu-Tang shit, you know, Gangstar
Okay.
shit where they're in the grime, the grime and the flashiness, I'm a fan of both of it.
Okay.
You know, like talking about Hype Williams, you know, I was blessed to work with the OG Medusa, and my homegirl had a warehouse that she had lighting and everything. We treated the room, and I wanted the whole thing to look like some old school like clip from the movie Belly, you know.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, everybody at that time wanted that Belly
Right.
look, bro. That was one of my favorite movies. That in New
steady,
Jersey.
are you ready?
Come
Just
on,
slow mo
bro.
talk, you know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, that was the coldest scene ever, bro.
That slow mo walk scene is
And
classic.
then same thing with New Jersey Drive, right when it opens up, the opening scene of New Jersey Drive, that was one that got me hyped up.
That part.
I was like, yo,
That part.
this shit right here.
Right.
I want to one day I want to make a movie like this, bro.
Right? So it goes from that to like, you know, Tarantino shit to like David Fincher, like, you know, shit that's just clean yet raw, technical, but like, I don't know, man. That's the thing too is I didn't want to bite. That's why I think I came with my own fluid style because I didn't see too many people doing the angles what I was doing, like
Yeah.
to let the movements breathe along with the artist and
Gotcha.
ultimately just go with the flow of the song. And this one, I'll kid you not, we did almost a year ago. So a lot has
Okay.
changed.
So
I've
you-
improved.
you're still growing.
Exactly. You'll see with the latest
You got
vid
more,
that,
yeah.
that just came out, you know, last week. You can see how much I've grown since then, how much I'm noticing my techniques, lighting and everything in general, even lightening myself.
Yeah.
Like you said, we can only move up from here, dog.
No, for sure.
I'm definitely not trying to be stagnant. Same thing with our music hustle. Like,
Yep.
and you know, we can't be stagnant, you know, and you ain't gonna get, you know, different results doing the same shit.
Exactly.
So I want that to reflect on anything that I invest my time in. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
You know, it's fun. We missed one, City of God.
City of God, man.
That was a classic.
No, I appreciate that, and that was
City of God
that
was
was
an
my
old school
first
one.
that was my first time, you know, diving into green screen. You know, I had an idea. Same homegirl who let me film the Medusa video there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mexi. You know what I'm saying? She let us come through again, and the editor I was using at the time had the green screen thing, and I was like, yo, I want to be in the middle of Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Like, put me in the middle of the favelas where my family is
Well,
really
that's
from.
where you're from, right?
Exactly. So, fast forward, maybe a little less than a year later, I was in Brazil, you know, last summer, and I was able to film really in the favelas, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to, you know, unleash all that with the big homie, with the big Christ statue.
I thought you
overlooking
had
the city.
one.
I had one where it was on GoPros,
Okay.
but I felt like it didn't do justice. So to come back again with the equipment I got now, the technology is definitely advanced.
Yeah.
From a couple years ago, from GoPro when the GoPros first came out.
So who do you have shooting you?
I'll be honest, if it ain't me, I'll have my lady to help
Okay.
me out, bro.
Yeah.
And she kind of sees what I do. And the beautiful thing is she takes direction really well. And she'll also add some new like ideas to the mix
Yeah.
too. Like you'll see like I'll point out there's parts where like I'm on like an OG lowrider bike, and she's like, yo, let me just get a shot of you looking in the mirrors.
Yeah.
And the way the editor incorporates the mirrors is genius. So I think it's dope when you got someone in your corner that's
Yeah.
not just your life partner, but they also add into your
that's
hustle
super
as well.
hard. Yeah,
You
because
know
my
what I'm
lady does the same thing. Because she'll see stuff that I don't see. You know what I'm saying?
Everything needs a woman's touch.
Like I'm more
sometimes.
always like cinematic, and she's more like simple. So it's like she sees the big frame, and I just see like my
Right.
you know what I mean? So same thing with the team. Like that's why a lot of times when I go out on set and stuff, I'm like, hey, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
How should we approach this? It's not I'm asking because I don't know. I know exactly what
But
I
you
could
wanna
do.
feed off
you know what I mean?
ideas,
But I
man.
like to feed off the energy of people and
Exactly.
try to see like
It's all about
other people's
balance.
perspectives. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just shooting this for me.
Exactly.
I'm shooting this for the world.
Exactly. It's
You
all
know?
it's all about balance. So like it's dope to just have like-minded individuals, whether your partner or your team, that could really just be honest with you and be like, nah, I think you could try this out. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Nah, fuck a yes man. We ain't going nowhere with yes mans and people hungry
Yeah.
to be on the back of the bandwagon.
No, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
And going back to like working with those whack ass directors,
Hmm.
you know, I told myself that I wouldn't be just like everything I'm doing is right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I'm open to opinions and trying to see. You know
You
what I'm
ain't
saying?
busting balls if they want edits. I mean, it comes
It's
with the
nothing, bro.
process. Comes
It's
with the territory, right?
Easy, you know, and that's why my name. I've had the same cell phone number for over 25 years, bro. It's because my name's good in the
Likewise.
streets.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
I ain't got to worry about changing this shit because I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I
And
take
if
care.
Hey, and if necessary, that block feature comes in handy. You know,
Ah,
keep it
yeah,
moving.
yeah,
Keep
yeah.
it moving.
Bye,
you know what
bye,
I'm saying?
Felicia.
That part. Nah, but well said, bro. Had the same number since I was 14, my G.
You see what I'm
Same
saying?
email. I ain't hard to find, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Still
what I'm saying?
rebel-minded music?
It's still rebel-minded music
Okay.
all fucking day. Rebel MC for life at Yahoo.
Well, there you go.
You know, like even Cash said he saw me like we've been out here, bro.
Nah, we've been working.
It's dope that we entities that built a good rep and you know what I'm saying, like we built a foundation already in one lane, and now to have that transition in a whole other lane and this filming shit is awesome, bro. And to
Yeah.
see those worlds collide and people be like, oh, I thought you just did music. I'm like, nah, man. Now we bringing this whole shit to life too.
You know what's funny now? People look at me like, damn, I didn't even know you did music. Because I've gotten so deep in this video
Right,
shit.
that part.
I'll be posting up videos of like that we made and stuff, and it'll be
Yeah.
like, man, I don't even know you did music. I'm like,
Right.
"Motherfucker."
Hey, but that's dope though. That's a
Don't
whole
know,
other
yeah.
fan base that, you know,
Yeah.
when those worlds collide,
Collide.
bro, whether from your filming world or your music, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
endeavors, it's dope to see that shit come together.
Nah, that's real
and
shit.
if anything, generates that much more clients.
Oh, for sure.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it's all about growing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Power in numbers, dog.
Let's
you know?
get in this resident people right here.
Yes,
Explain
sir.
this right here.
Yes, sir. So this is
So this is the newer one.
This is the latest video. Shout out to my homie Aries K.
Was this the upgrade?
Yeah, you can see. Look, ain't a tripod, but I'm keeping that bitch steady. I'm tapping in more with slow mo. I'm
Wait,
getting my.
I was gonna say, did you slow mo?
I
So
did.
what are you shooting in
I
right now?
did. This is the 15, dog.
But it's in 60.
Yeah, it's in 60. Everything else I film
So
4K, 24 frames. But yeah, the slow mo it switches to 60. yeah.
your editor edits it.
No, when with the DJI settings that I use, my Steadicam, every time it goes to slow mo, it automatically goes
really?
to 60, 1080. For some reason, it can't do, you know what I'm saying, 4K. But
Nah, yeah.
I film everything else 4K, 24 frames, just because I want that cinematic, you know, smooth feeling. You know what I mean?
Shit clean.
And you can see I'm just a little more fluid with everything. My editor is just so tasteful with, you know, everything that he adds to it.
Are you shooting S-Log or are you just shooting straight?
Shooting straight, bro.
Yeah.
Shooting straight. And like I said, just trying my best to understand just the power of lighting. See, this transitions is just butter.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's crazy how everything in life happens for a reason, bro. Like the same time that I needed to lose the last editor, I got this new editor now
There you
helping
go.
me out. And my
There you go.
homegirl was a big part of that, helping me just shine the light of being around people I didn't need to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a blessing in disguise that I lost that editor and gained a way better team partner now. And
Man, that should be happening like that.
yeah, bro. Like he's
All
just
the
killing
time.
it. Look at that. Like he just knows what to do. I give him what I just love. Like I said, when I just give them the alley oop, they know exactly how to dunk that shit in.
She's shooting you when you're performing?
Nah, my girl helped me out, man. Her girl helped me out on my shots. Everything else is me behind the lens. This is my favorite shot. I love that shot. Epic. No tripod, homie. What's up?
That was that slow-mo.
Yeah.
That shit helps, huh?
It sure
That
does.
shit, all you need is like 3 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
You stretch that shit out to a whole
Exactly.
freaking 6.
So trip out. The funny thing about this one is that I was planning to film this at a garden in Huntington Beach, but
Okay.
it was sold out. I didn't know you had to get tickets to enter a fucking garden. So
What the hell?
me being resourceful, I was like, what else can I see? I found Exposition Park in LA by USC. It was closed.
That shit clean.
I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna use my surroundings. Like I said, the minute I enter somewhere, dude, I could see it. And then we ended up hopping the fence to get these closer shots.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you gotta thug it out, bro. You gotta thug it out. Do what the fuck you gotta do.
What do you mean it was closed? That shit was
The-
closed right
It was
there?
closed.
Yeah.
But we thugged it out. Like, see this? There's a ledge right there. We couldn't go in. I was like, nah, I want to get closer to that water fountain. I want to get closer in the garden and
You
utilize
gotta
what
pay
we
to get in
can.
there?
Nah, it was just
Okay.
closed. But yeah, man, I just did my best to, like I said, wherever I'm at, bro, I realized that B-roll is just as important as the
sure.
performances. I want the B-roll to be just as active and tell a story just as much as them in front of the camera.
For sure. How important you think your team is to grow it?
I mean, shit,
Building
bro.
the team.
I
Because
mean,
it sounds like
I'm-
you're building a team right
Yeah,
now.
man. I'm just blessed to, like I said, have my lady, help me out
Mm-hmm.
and just really pick up exactly on what I want, and as well as add different, flavor to it that only complements the mix that much more.
Mm-hmm.
And to have an editor fully understand what I'm doing, where I don't got to tell him much, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? The language of this art, man, is there's no barriers or limit to it. You know
No,
what
for
I mean?
sure. Like me personally, man, I wish I could have more editors because my budget isn't too high. I'm gonna be 1,000, because we got
Yeah.
mortgage, we got kids,
You
we
a
got all
father,
kind. I
yeah.
got a family, man. You know what I mean? Business. I got my business stuff. So a lot of stuff we do in house, and I do with a lot of like my team.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of cats that come out here and support me, I kick them down, whatever. I kick them down. You know.
And they see the bigger picture, the bigger cause.
They do, and those are the ones you have to rock with.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the moment, and have them understand. Be like, hey, like this is what it is right now, but we're gonna build this shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of cats say that though, because a lot of cats tell me, hey man, we're building, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then next you know, I'm out the picture.
Yep. That's why you got to be very wise and selective
It's
of
tough.
who you put your stock in, bro. And know that there's a thin line between, people who are your peoples
Yeah.
and people you doing business with. A lot of times those worlds shouldn't cross. So I'm glad that even
That's
though this
true.
new editor of mine, shout out to Halloween Films, you definitely holler at him if you need editing. He's killing it.
I actually might need some of that.
No, absolutely. I'll shoot you
If
his
cats
contact.
don't want to take over,
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
put all the information and context on,
Yeah,
wherever
for
it is
sure.
on
We'll
the
put it in
screen
the
and shit.
description, yeah.
That part. So the fact that, the budget isn't limiting the quality, the fact that they're even, adding more to the vision, right? And the
Yeah.
fact that we're not even really boys, but we true to our business. The respect is already built, right? And they're only adding that much more to your vision. It's like
For
you
sure.
can't lose. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're cool peoples, and we could be homies too. But if the business ain't right, then what the fuck we doing, right?
True.
If there's any transactions being made, whether if it's monetarily or barters, if that shit ain't right, all that friend shit, kick it out the window, bro. My homie card has
Cut that shit
expired
off.
for a lot of people. Like
Yeah.
I said, there was editors where whether if I was opening for Slumville or any shows I was doing, I would look out for them. Oh, skip the line, I got you,
Yeah.
and even help them put together shows. And then for them to be so like ungrateful and bitter at the end, and they start their own production companies, I'm like, damn, none of that happened until I was in the picture.
Damn.
It's just kind of and then to see shade and salt being thrown, I'm like, man, that's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of glad that with my new editor, like we don't got to cut all that other bullshit. We just get straight to the business. I don't even have to tell him what I need. He just gets it. He just
Yeah.
fucking gets it.
that's
know?
what you need, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Cut
'cause
all
dealing
that.
with all that other stress, that shit just slows me down.
Yeah, dude. Egos, sometimes when they get too close, they take advantage of it. And one thing I learned a long time ago is you never gonna take my kindness for weakness, dog. Like, yeah, I'm a nice guy, but don't fuck with me, my business, my craft, because
Yeah.
you just wasting my time.
Yeah.
All for what?
Yeah.
You know?
I like to call it cutoff season.
That part.
Every year I go through my season, you know what I
That
mean? And
part.
motherfuckers get cut off
Yep.
because it just, if you're not with it, you're out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm moving no matter what, the train's moving.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said on
Train's
Dream,
moving.
I said on Dream State, I cut enough ties to put tailors out of work.
Yeah.
Seeing snakes in the grass, not only out the dirt. Seeing snakes in the trees, not only out the dirt. So, but it's okay though.
Bars.
It's good looks. It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic, dog. To
Yeah.
know, like, to pick up on that energy of who's really, helping you benefit, or who's
Yeah.
just trying to benefit from you. Like, who's adding to it, or who's just trying to take away from you.
Oh,
And that's
for
one
sure.
thing I've learned in every aspect
Like,
of this
some of these
music.
motherfuckers are good though.
True, but it's even
Especially the bigger artists. When you
Absolute-
start working with bigger artists, bro,
Yeah.
it gets a little trickier. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? because they feel like they're doing you a favor.
Yeah. Like,
You
who
know
are
what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's dope when you work with people where the egos is out the door. We all just trying to win. Because remember, all our names are on this at the end of the day. So when
Yeah.
everyone cares enough to make sure that end result, that product is looking right,
Yeah.
and we actually able to maneuver like a team, bounce ideas off, no one's getting butthurt or, oh, if it wasn't for me, no one's nickel and diamond. That's the type of energy that I want to fuck with. That's the only type of time that I'm on, dog. And
Yeah.
that represents and reflects everything else that I'm
Yeah,
on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Just be about your biz, be respectful, be loyal, and everything else gonna be beautiful. And I'm all about
true.
having group efforts that are beneficial for everybody. And we've known this for years, bro, from our travels. Why do you think we
Took
still
a
here
long
now,
time to
bro?
learn, yeah.
There's been no discrepancies because we value this thing called respect. We value this thing called loyalty. And more importantly, we value this thing called quality, right? It's quality over everything. And that goes for
Yeah.
our work, our way of living, the homies we have around us, the girls we have in our lives. You feel me? Like,
Yep.
it's quality over everything, dog.
That's real spit. Because I remember when I ran into Abel, when I was working with Abel and Miracle and all them, they were like, yo, this guy right here, Destruct, man, little youngster, he dope, he this
I
and that.
appreciate
You
that.
know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
And they weren't lying, bro. You had some shit.
We here, dog. East Los all fucking
That rebel
day.
minded, man.
Rebel minded. That's
That
my
rebel-
Illmatic.
Man, that's your Illmatic for sure,
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
That shit was fire. I think I still got the CD cover.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
With my young
with
ass
this fool
face.
on the fucking cover and shit.
Only the goatee coming out and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And then, I was a fan of your work way back then, still a fan of your stuff going
thank
down,
you,
dog.
fam.
You know
Likewise,
what I mean?
dog.
So I like to see the growth and everything. What motivates you to keep pushing?
Just life, dog. Just my love for this. My love to live, dog. Straight up. My love to just live, create, and now where it's just a whole other world I'm tapping into. Where definitely, like, I got a long way to go. Same thing with my music. Like, I never settle. You know, I never want to be stagnant. I always want to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel blessed to have my second full length vinyl come out. You know, shout out to my brothers Mind the Wax and Grease and my brother
Sick.
Zoe. Like, to just see it in tangible form, dog. That this ain't just a dream that's happening. This is like real shit manifesting right before our eyes. Is beautiful. That's really what I do it for. And hey, man, it's helping me pay my bills on time, and I actually could live a little, take my girl out to a nice restaurant here and there.
That's
like,
right. That's right.
why not, bro? Why
And
the fuck not?
It'd be expensive out here too. So
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make that shit work.
But I mean, it says nothing without music. It should say nothing without art, but it says nothing without música. Nothing without music. I'm armed for a reason, and that just goes for everything. The art, like there's nothing that gives me more purpose, more therapy, more peace than what I love doing, what I felt I was put here to do, dog. And
That's
to
right.
now be in a different lane, and all we doing is just for me in front of the camera. Now I'm behind it, so that's I'm just changing my position on it.
well, you tried a couple positions because you were doing grind time shit too, right?
I tapped into the battle
You
shit.
tapped into that
yeah,
stuff
I tapped
too?
into battle shit too. And
Right.
I've executive produced a lot of dope artists, like
Yeah.
people from Gavilan to my boy Rube, and then to been running my studio Area 52, which
Yeah,
was
because you had the studio. Yeah.
yeah, it was originally Van Nuys. Now I'm in the LBC, man. So it was
Oh, okay.
we LA has it, to the fullest. So
So we're creators, bro.
that part. So to come from East Los to where we are now, to now be on a global scale with this shit, it's a beautiful thing, dog. And I think that's all the inspiration I need is just to have more opportunities come knocking,
Yeah.
and to just be, being able to build and blend my hustle with dope ass artists like yourself.
Yeah.
That's all the inspiration I need, dog. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. It's all about building those good relationships with quality
Exactly.
people.
Exactly. Quality over everything.
Quality
we keep saying
people.
that. We keep saying that.
Something that these people could leave you when you leave from a conversation with them.
Absolutely.
You have value.
Oh yeah, dude.
Something that inspired you
Dog.
to keep going. You know what I'm
We
saying?
could be gone tomorrow, bro.
Oh,
We could
yeah.
be gone tomorrow, and best believe the history books will show that we did something with our God-given talents, dog.
that part.
Right? Like, let me knock on wood, but I'm being damn real. Like, how many people could say that you got enough released and unreleased that could feed your family, feed the streets, feed the culture for the next 10 years, dog?
No, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
No.
I know you can relate. so.
Oh yeah. What are some of those obstacles you felt like going through all this shit over all these years? What do you feel like some of the
I mean, those gray clouds,
The up-
demons, negative energies, however you want to like put a label on it, they try to consume you and get the best of you. But I'm like, man, that's always dirt off my shoulders. It's just fuel to the fire. And I look at it like the Boondocks. If you ain't getting hated on, that means you ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you are, that means you are doing something right. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
People that try to, convince other people to not fuck with you and, start these
Oh, yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
false
yeah.
narratives and
Oh, yeah,
campaigns.
all that shit. I
And
don't
I'm
even
just
tune-
like,
I
hey,
don't even
man,
tune into that shit.
I look at it like this, like if I wasn't shit,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even bring my name up.
Nah.
But the fact that you are, and these are people I haven't even seen in over a decade, and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, you still need a hug from me or something? You still need my time? Like, why does my input need to
Yeah.
validate whatever you got going on? So
No.
I take it with a grain of salt. I laugh it off, and I don't tolerate none of that, bro.
Yeah. So some of those, my biggest obstacle is time.
That too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
24
all the
hours.
hate and all that bullshit. Like you said, we over that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
We
too old
passed
for
that.
that shit.
We passed all that.
We don't entertain it.
At all. I walk
But-
right by that shit. But me right now is time, bro.
That 24 hours ain't enough.
It ain't enough.
But thank God we night owls by nature. Like my hustle is
Yeah,
nighttime.
shit.
You know,
you
my
still young, bro.
I mean, I'm 35. I ain't that young, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you
know,
ain't 40. You know,
but
I
the-
just hit that 40 mark.
Yeah, but you look young as
Oh,
shit.
thank you, bro.
Bro, if both of
It's
us
all them
shaved,
tequila shots.
bro, if both of
Yeah.
us shaved our beards
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
we would still look Chamberlain and a half.
Yeah.
We get the quinceañeras popping right now, bro. No R. Kelly shit. I'm just saying by appearance. I'm just saying by
real
appearance.
shit though.
But that's the beautiful thing.
That's
I
real
think
shit.
it's the craft and the love for what we do is
Yeah.
what keeps us young, bro. Because you see how many
Oh,
people
yeah.
our age look withered down, tired because
Yeah.
they're just doing a job. It's
Yeah.
the difference between a job, because it's doing what you got to do, to a career doing what you love is a big difference. And I noticed that a long fucking time ago, bro.
Damn.
People
Yep.
ask me, why you still do it? Why? I'm like, because I fucking love it,
I
bro.
love it. It's a
Simple as
lifestyle,
that,
bro.
And I can make a decent buck off this shit,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna continue to do so. And
Yeah.
why? Because we're not just putting our eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
You feel me?
No, exactly. Damn, that's crazy because I don't even know what the hell I would be doing if I didn't do this.
Right?
I
Be
know
another
nothing else,
office
bro.
job, construction bullshit. Like,
Well, no, like other than like working, yeah, I would always work because I've always worked. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
when back then when I was living in Chino,
class. Oh, you always a hustler, bro.
I've always been grinding, bro.
Always had a big 2-story house.
tripping, triple time. You know what
That
I'm saying?
part.
Like
That part.
From us going to the show to partying right there at Godfather's. I think one time we performed,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Sleeping on the couch. And then
Memories,
waking up to
dog.
go to work, come
Memories.
home and do it all over again, bro. I've always been about my money. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Whether it was selling weed or doing whatever I had to do, I've been a hustler.
Right, but to
You
take
know?
that mind state and put it to something you actually love,
Exactly.
let motherfuckers know that this isn't some glorified hobby, bro. Like this is something that we actually able to break bread and also create more opportunities for our families, our
Yep.
peoples, and everyone in between that's riding with us.
For
you
sure.
know?
Are you getting some YouTube money?
To be honest, it's tricky because copyright shit, samples and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
But I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There was a minute I was getting decent checks from Instagram Reels. Remember when Instagram was caking people off Reels?
They were paying?
They were paying.
Yeah?
They changed that now.
I
They
never
changed
was
that
that
now.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was getting decent checks from that.
Mike
'Cause-
Theory, I think, got paid too.
Yeah. So YouTube shit is cool, but I'll be honest, ain't nothing like just building that clientele base.
Yeah.
And that goes from whether they're booking me for features, I'm getting booked for shows, I'm doing studio time, whether I'm recording them or executive producing their shit, and then on top of all that, now this filming hustle.
No,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's just, and I'm not even adding everything else that I really got going on, merch shit and all that. So it's just dope that we have so many lanes we can navigate in to
Yeah.
just keep that revenue fucking going, dog. Keep it streaming, keep it generating,
And that's what this podcast is about, for some entrepreneur shit.
and keep it
And
circulating.
growing, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you
Keep
on that.
creating, keep doing your thing, man.
That part.
What kind of advice you give these people?
Just fuck the world, man. Fuck the world. That's it. If you believe it,
That's
like I
it.
always say, man, conviction is everything. If you can't convince yourself, how you expect to convince anyone else? And you know me, bro. I've always had my back against the wall. I'm the king of the underdogs.
Yeah.
Now I was the best you never heard. Now I'm the best you never seen. You know what I mean? And
That's right.
I'm just gonna keep carrying this torch properly, because I believe in it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's just gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that matters. Fuck the world. Just really put your best foot forward and know that you're here for a reason, and the work's gonna speak for itself.
That's
And,
right.
You know what I
Well
mean?
said. Well said.
That's it.
One last thing. Do you feel like you're at a place in your music career that you thought you would be after all these years, or you feel satisfied with where you're at?
I'll be honest, bro. I'm at a place in my life, bro, where
Just generally.
there ain't no accolades, any credentials, award, or anything that could really justify or validate how happy I feel. I'm the most at peace I've ever been, bro, and that's
Great.
something I can never put a price on. I'm with
Yeah.
the best woman I've ever had in my life, living in a beautiful place in Long Beach, 5 minutes away from the beach,
There you go.
making the best work I've ever done in my life. Like I said, I'm about to put out my second vinyl, dog. Like I'm just feeling blessed, bro. And it's something that, like I said, ain't no one can take away from me, and there ain't no accolade or anything that I need to change how at peace I feel, bro. You
That's
can't put a price on your peace of mind, your sanity, your happiness. And to me, that's the ultimate form of success, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate form of revenge too, success.
Aye,
But we
that-
ain't on that time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Progress and progress.
'Cause you've been doing it for a minute.
That part.
You know.
Progress and consistency is the key words, and I'm gonna keep on elevating, bro. And I know talk is cheap, so I lead by example and let my work speak for itself, dog.
Hell
That's it,
yeah,
you know?
man. So where can the people follow you at, man?
It's
Check out your work.
one-stop shop, destructmusic.com or Destruct Music on Instagram. Whether you need a feature from your boy, you need studio time, want to get some shows cracking, or more importantly, you want to get some visuals cracking, you already know, one-stop shop, Destruct Music, destructmusic.com. Holla at your boy. Let's get it. Let's bring your vision to life.
That's right. Well said, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Likewise,
Yeah,
doggy.
it was great, man.
You already know, man.
Great chopping it up with you,
We
dog.
shooters
You
in
know
this
what I'm
bitch.
saying?
Blah,
Shooters.
blah, blah. You
Hey,
know what
once
I'm saying?
again, man, this is episode Direct Shooters. If you like this, subscribe, drop a comment, share it up, man. And we out.
Salute.
Peace.
Peace.